I'm Sonia Falayan, and this is my YouTube channel, Mind and Manna. Welcome. This channel is for women 55 years of age and older who wish to improve their finances in order to level up to a more intentional way of life. And that life would include freedom, revolutionary rest, travel, and ease. And while this is content that I hope would be helpful to any woman over 55, the content will be centered for Black women. Why? We need safe spaces to talk about our issues so that we can be the best that we can be, so that we can pour back into our communities full, happy, and whole. There are a number of structural barriers that have contributed to a tremendous wealth gap in our community and other expectations that have been very hard to maintain that have affected our health. So what I hope is that this will be a safe place to discuss those issues. And so here I'll be talking about some financial tips and some inspirational advice, but I will also be talking about the option for Black women to travel abroad. And I was watching a video recently about reinventing yourself over the age of 50. I will make a reference to that video in this in the information here, and so it sort of inspired me to create this video that I'm going to share with you today. And what I want to talk about is why being over 55 is the perfect time to consider major life changes, including moving abroad. So I'll be talking today a little bit about the life stage transitions, a little bit about the Great Resignation, health factors, and why this might be a good time to reevaluate the relationship that we have with the United States. So if any of this content sounds like it might be interesting to you, please like. My comments are open. I invite your comments. Also, anything else that you'd like me to share, other topics that you'd like to have coming. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can know when I have other things coming. And that way, when I post on Thursdays and or Fridays, you'll be the first to know what I have coming out. So let's get started. So the time of life over 50 for women is a powerful time. We are oftentimes becoming grandmothers for the first time, or we've been established as grandmothers. We are, looking at our work-life history, considering retirement. We may be moving into retirement, maybe redesigning and redefining what retirement looks like for us. We have a lot of creativity and energy that we're able to start putting back into ourselves and our resources because we spent a lot of time, many of us, parenting, and many of us caregiving our older parents. 60 is an amazing time because this is when we really begin to really understand that we have lived more life than we have left. So time becomes more of a priority, how we're using that time, spending that time. What are the things that we still want to accomplish while we have the vitality and energy to get some things done. They're saying that the 70s are the new 50s. Again, people are reevaluating their lives because of different health and lifestyle expectations for ourselves, how we have been redefining and looking at boundaries in our lives. We all know of vital 80-year-olds, 90-year-olds, and one of the fastest growing groups in our in the world are people who are living to be 100 or more. So the life over 50 really is like the second half of a new opening. This is a really good time to also consider moving abroad. So I also wanted to talk about the expectations that have been really socially ingrained in Black women to work ourselves to the bone, oftentimes work ourselves to death. So I'm really glad that many of us are reevaluating this expectation. And when I talk about revolutionary rest as one of the tenets of my YouTube channel, I'm talking about throwing off the strong black woman who needs no help, the strong black woman who doesn't allow herself to be vulnerable, the strong black woman who has had to hold down 2, 3, or 4 jobs and has the perpetual S on her chest. You know, the the expectation that we are to be society's mules, working all the time. The expectation that we are ever ready volunteers. And I've seen this. I've lived part of it in corporate America. I didn't last long in corporate America. In academia, where the expectations are still very, very high for black women. And I've seen many, many black women work themselves to death, writing papers, getting grants for departments, leading the way, to the detriment of their health, oftentimes. And let's not forget church life, the expectations in church life and in our community activism and in our volunteering. I cannot tell you how many friends I have lost to heart attack, stroke, cancer, who did not take the time to work. Friends that I have had in corporate life, in the nonprofit arena, friends who were social activists to the grave, friends working in academia, working all night, degree after degree after degree after degree after degree, and it's never enough. It's just time to move beyond that. And in reevaluating, and people are reevaluating. Again, this is a good time to consider moving abroad, having another kind of life, taking a sojourn. The other one is the importance that we need now to focus on our health and well-being. I really believe that the more we can take care of ourselves, express self-love to ourselves, practice self-care, get our finances in order, which is a part of self-care. When we can take care of those things for ourselves, it frees us up so much more to be more loving and giving to the people that we love. When we're able to set boundaries for ourselves and in our relationships, those relationships are much healthier and happier, and we're able to provide more in a holistic way. And the last thing I wanted to say is that when we are, there's 2 more things I want to say. One is, we do know that there's a great resignation going on. People are, I think COVID gave people the permission to start thinking about things in a different way. For me, I took an artist residency that was for over 2 months in Mexico, and I fell in love with the place because I realized that there were things I was missing that I didn't realize I was missing in my life. And the change was so abrupt and so severe that I had to stop and reevaluate what was going on in my life in terms of my own mental health and my happiness, the daily aggressions and microaggressions that were happening in the United States, the polarization, my feeling that all my work in social justice and nonprofit, I wasn't seeing a difference. I was feeling I wasn't making a difference. All my work in the domestic violence arena for 30 years, I just saw it kind of erode under the administration under Trump. I was just overwhelmed with resignation. But getting out of your comfort zone and getting into another way of thinking and being can be such a vital boost to your overall sense of wellness, your sense of self-esteem, your sense of purpose. Having renewed energy can allow you to reevaluate and figure out maybe where your new purpose in life will be, how you want to navigate in the world. And I would suggest really considering moving abroad and taking the steps before then, taking a sojourn, giving yourself some time beyond your typical vacation. Most of us know that when you have a vacation, you lead up to that vacation, you have the vacation, and when you come home, you have to rest from that vacation because you've got to get back on the hamster wheel again. I'm suggesting doing some planning to take a sojourn that's going to take you beyond your comfort area of what your typical vacation would be, to allow you a little bit more time to reflect and also to reevaluate. Consider that. And as I wanted to say, this is also a great time again to reevaluate our relationship with the United States. Are we getting what we need there? Do we feel at home there? Are we affirmed and supported? Do we feel protected and safe there? So I'm asked often, do I feel safe in Mexico? And I have to say I feel safer here than I do in the United States. I don't feel, I'm not harassed by the police. They pretty much mind their business and leave me alone. I don't have that feeling of dread. So am I saying that someplace else is going to be perfect, that you're not going to have issues, that there won't be crime, that there won't be, things that happen in life? No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying consider unhooking yourself from what's familiar to allow yourself to have a different experience, and out of that you may make some other decisions, and one of those decisions may be to leave the United States. So that's what I wanted to say today. I am thrilled to be here on this channel. I'm also thrilled to help women who are in the position of making those decisions, considering those decisions. And I know that there are many who are making these choices and thinking about it. I invite you to join our private Facebook group, which is Mexodus Sojourners, Mexodus Sojourners, making an exodus to Mexico, and taking some time to think about what's best for you. We are focused on the Jalisco state of Mexico and the area between Guadalajara and the lakeside communities. So consider joining our Facebook group. I also have some other resources that I will post in the information section of this video for coaching, for travel, and if for working on your finances. So I'm just delighted to be here, and I just ask that you please go ahead and give me your comments. Let me know what you think about what I've been talking about. If this is of interest to you, let me know. Please like and subscribe and share. So until the next time, I look forward to talking to you again. Again, this is Sonia Falayan, and thanks so much.